Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new piercing video. Oh my gosh, so something a little bit different today, and I've not done one of these videos in such a long time. It's actually quite exciting to do some things I did like maybe a year or so ago, but today, oh my gosh, you might be able to say it's like a little bit different about my face. And no, it's not the fact that I have green eyes. That was supposed to be a joke and it really wasn't that funny. So if you do follow me on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter, you will have known this already, and you can tell by the title and my face that you can see I have a brand new piercing, and it is my fabulous eyebrow piercing. I have just got my left eyebrow pierced. I'm so excited to have this back again. So I thought today I'm gonna do one of my old school videos where I talk about the pain, healing process, the whole experience about it, compare it with the first time I got it done and how different it is now. So I originally got my eyebrow pierced in 2014, long time ago now. I got my septum pierced and my eyebrow done in the same day. It was a lot go. I had 2 weeks off of work because before I used to have to take my piercings out for work, so I was working in a supermarket. So I would always have to take time off work before I got anything done. So I had 2 weeks off of work and I was like, I'm gonna get 2 piercings. Why not go live it up? Can I just say, when I got my eyebrow done the first time, it was so painful, to the stage where when I went to get it pierced this time, Veronica even was like, are you okay? Because I was acting really weird because I was actually so scared. So I got it done and I bled loads and I had this like humongous black eye for like 2 weeks, all along top here, when like became completely black, and it's like I got punched in the face. It hurt so much. And the annoying thing was, because I did have to take it out for work, 2 weeks later, I was already taking out and putting like a plastic retainer in that. Now, if you know me for a long time, you'll know that that is literally like the most horrendous thing you can do. I was so stubborn that I really wanted this piercing. I was like, I don't care if it's not pierced, like healed enough, I'm gonna do it, because I'm an absolute idiot. So unfortunately, it did reject. So in 2015, a year later, I did actually take it out because I could see it growing out quite a lot. And at this time, like loads of the bar was exposed and it was just not a good look. It just didn't look good anymore. It never really healed. It was always like swollen and gross, and it just weren't it. Cut to now. So I was debating whether to get this done a long time ago, and a lot of you have commented, especially like on the TikTok video that I did on it, but how like, you said you'd never get it done again, but you've got it done. Things changed, girl. I have always been stupidly attracted to eyebrow piercings. I've always had a massive fascination with them. I always wanted one. So I gave in and I've given it a second chance. Fingers crossed, this time it will not reject. Already, it's actually been so much better than the first time. If I lift my eye up a tiny bit, you can kind of see a tiny bruise. Last time, the entire eye was black and I had a massive black eye. This time, it's so minimal, it didn't bleed at all. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's gonna be a bit better. I no longer have to take it out for work because this is my job, girl. I know these kind of piercings do naturally grow out over time anyway because they are considered surface piercings. Mine just rejected incredibly quickly because I had a lot of trauma to the area. I am so surprised how unpainful this one was. So I went in, saw Veronica, gave her a hug, all the good kind of stuff. We had a nice chatty. Now me and Veronica are good friends at this point, so I don't feel like cautious about saying, do it like this, can I have it like this? Like, so it's kind of an easy process. Although she's perfect, like she put it in and I was like, that's perfect positioning. So I sat down on the chair and I was sort of like just really angsty, and I was like, and that's when she was like, oh, are you okay? And I was like, well, the first time I got it done, it was really painful, so I'm really nervous. She held my eyebrow, pushed the needle through, and I was like, oh, that was it. And I was so surprised, I was so relieved that it really wasn't that painful. Even putting the jewelry in, it really wasn't that painful. So I'm super happy about that. Jesus Christ. So after that got done, I got up, looked in the mirror, and I was just completely ecstatic. I felt like a school child again, and I absolutely love it so much, like so much. You don't like it's. I've always had a massive fascination with eyebrow piercings. I've been in love with them. I don't know why, I just find them like super attractive and I absolutely love them, and I've always wanted one. So I'm so glad that it is back and I can look like my old chavvy self. And that's the tea. Now, healing wise, I'm not allowed to change the jewelry for at least 3 months. That is kind of normal for these kind of piercings. Now, I have to say, it hasn't ached or really swollen up at all since getting it done. So I'm hopefully that I won't have much of a bad healing process at this rate. One thing you do need to really be cautious about is washing your face. Now, don't get anything really like harsh chemically near the area. These piercings are very sensitive. And if you pull this one, you're more likely to get it rejecting because of where it is and you're moving all the time, your body will naturally push it out. if you cause it a lot of trauma or you get things in it and it's really irritated, your body's gonna push it out incredibly faster because it's like, this clearly is not meant to be here. So if you knock it when you wash your face, when you're changing your clothes, especially when you're taking your t-shirts off, your jumpers or your hoodies, whatever, try your hardest not to catch it. Put your hand underneath it, lift it away from your face and lift it over like that. Don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna rip it off. Don't forget it's there, because when you pull these ones, it hurts. Now I have to clean it twice a day, morning and night with saline solution. Morning, night, rub that. So basically I have a shower in the morning, come out the shower, and obviously because it's quite wet in the area, like any crusty stuff or what could be on it is already loosened up. So just get a Q-tip, cotton bud, whatever you call it, just put some saline solution on it, put it around the piercing, make sure there's nothing on it. It is normal for piercings to kind of bleed or ooze a little bit after you get them done. Do not worry, unless it's coming out like a greeny pus, like actual pus looking, then you've got an infection. But it's quite natural for a piercing to bleed and like secrete like a crusty sort of clear liquid anyway. It's just your body's way of healing. If the bleeding continues for a while, I would suggest going back to your piercer and being like, look, it's still really agitated and maybe you could have an allergy to the material. You know, it could have been done in a weird location and it's just harder to heal, or like the angle's a little bit off, so please be aware that is a possibility. 3 months, I'm not allowed to change the piercing, jewelry, and also no makeup anywhere near the area. Please keep makeup away from that. And the same with any other piercings like nose piercings or anything where you put makeup. Keep your makeup away from it. Getting foundation or powder or any kind of like creams inside it is a massive no-no and can cause you infections, swelling, like just all this stuff. Like, do not put makeup near the area. One thing that people don't really think about is try to stay away from like heavily caffeinated drinks, because it does make your blood pump faster. And if you knock it and it bleeds, you're more likely to bleed a lot more, which is why they say like you can't get, you can't do tattoos if you've been drinking alcohol or like anything that will thin your blood. Just stay away from caffeinated drinks, alcohol for at least a bit, just while it's first kind of healing, because it will, if you do knock it and it bleeds, you're more likely for it to keep bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and it's harder for your blood to clot. So surprisingly for some people, this might surprise, but I'm actually moving this on my pain scale rating. Now, it was actually in my top 3, I believe. I can't remember the exact order because I knew I moved some around since I got my nipples done. But I am going to be moving this down to position number 5, because honestly, this piercing was actually so much nicer the second time around. It really did not hurt at whatsoever. So you can see my other positionings now. Now, my anti-tragus piercing, which is this one here, is still my most painful piercing, and I will never get that done again. I did originally think that I would never get my eyebrow done again, but actually, my persistence of getting it done is actually happy, and I'm glad that I have got it done now. I think honestly that the first time I got it done, I don't think he did it right. I think he might have pierced through like a blood vessel or something, and that's what caused me to have a black eye and it would bleed so much. And it looks like for a new piercing, it looks so clean. Like there's no, like literally, to me, I look at it now and think it doesn't look like you've just had it done. It looks like it's been there for ages because it's just so clean. Oh, a big question I always get as well is, where do I get my piercings done? Extreme Needle in London is where I go. It's just kind of in between Leicester Square and Covent Garden. It's like in between it, and I absolutely love it. I suggest any of you guys to go there. The staff are amazing. And of course, my piercer Veronica Blades, who works at Extreme Needle, she is absolutely incredible. Ever since I've been getting pierced by her, I've literally had like no problems at all with any of my piercings. So thank you, Ronnie. You always do such an amazing job. So you are incredible. I think that's a really big thing that a lot of people kind of need to do when if you're gonna like get lots of piercings. Form a relationship with your piercer. Don't just go to loads of random people. Find out who you like. Find out when they work. Follow them on social media. Be friendly with them. And the reason I love Veronica piercing me so much is because we're actually friends and we actually get on so well. And it makes it so much more easier to like have conversations about where you want it and positioning. Sometimes when you go to a piercer, it can feel a little bit kind of like, oh, I don't really want to complain if they've done it slightly low. Like, no, like this is a permanent mark on your body. So the good thing about being friends with Ronnie and actually having a relationship with her now is the fact that I can be like, oh, move it here, do it like this. What, like, oh, is this right? Is this normal? Because, we have that relationship now. So I think it's always important to, if you're going to go get lots of piercings, make sure you go to the same person, form a relationship with them and actually get comfortable with them, because this is quite a big thing to do to yourself. So I really hope you do like the new piercing. I'm incredibly happy with it. That does make piercing number 31, which is insane. I got 31 piercings. So that's not the end of my piercing journey. Don't worry, I'm going to be getting a few more soon. I want to kind of fill in this ear a little bit because I've got like a big gap here that's not stuff. I also want to get another vertical one up the top to fill in the middle bit here. And there's a few things I'm going to get done, so that's exciting. I'm excited about the journey that's going to happen. I have been thinking about maybe getting a dermal punch through this top bit here, take out this piercing. Did I say that in the video before? I'm going to get like an extra one up there, so I don't know exactly when that's gonna happen, but I was thinking about maybe doing that, which is fun. Thank you. I just wanted to do like a little update. I know you guys, because I know that if I came on and didn't even mention it, I was gonna get a hell of a load of comments going, new posting, Story, please make a video about it. So it was nice to do like a little old school video that I used to do. And maybe this year I might do a few sort of more throwbacky videos back to some of my older stuff that I used to do, informational videos and some sort of like fun things as well, just interjected. Because you know, new year, new me. What a disgusting saying, but kind of not new me, because I'll be doing stuff I did before. But anyway, guys, thank you for all the love and support. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Links are down below for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down there. Come follow me, say hi, let's have some fun. But anyway, be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch out there tell you that you can't be you, because why? You're flawless.